Hey, what's up? I know I'm a little late with this one. I still figured why not share it. Now, as much as I talk about minimalism and keeping the things that are of value to you and discarding the things that don't really serve you, I, of course, also love to promote things that are adding value to my life that I really enjoy using. And when I saw these types of videos popping up, I just knew I needed to do it. And in today's video, I simply want to share with you items that I really enjoyed using 2017 and of course also before that. Now, my favorite item of last year is definitely my backpack. This is the Kanken backpack. It's the basic one, so not the mini one, not the maxi, the one in between. I use it every single day. I also have it with me on this 1 year-long trip, and I greatly enjoy using it. I find the straps really comfortable. I also never stuff it too much, so of course I'm not going to carry bricks in it. And I really love it. It's a great backpack. The only thing that I don't like that much about it is that when it rains heavily, then of course things in the backpack get damp. Other than that though, it's perfect. Now that I'm traveling, I've used packing cubes a whole bunch. I have 4 in total, 1 for my electronics, 1 for my underwear, 1 for clothing, and a second one for clothing. This is one that holds my clothing. I have 2 of these, and these cubes hold my t-shirts, my leggings, my bathing suit, all of that good stuff, and I really enjoy using them. I've used them a whole bunch last year when I was living in New York City. I simply wanted to test them out, so I took them on whichever trip I was taking, and I really enjoyed them. And now that I'm using them on the trip, I can hardly say that they are awesome, really sturdy, and they're gonna last me for years and years. This one holds my electronics. So this one is a small pouch, and I have a second one of these that holds all my underwear. And for electronics and underwear, it's awesome. I really love it to store these things because it just makes going through my stuff super easy, and it also makes finding things easier. And whenever I'm on a bus, I usually take this pouch out of my big backpack and just take it with me on the bus. That way I can make sure that I have all my electronics in one place. And should something need charging, and should I be able to charge something, I can just take whatever I need out of the pouch. Now, this water bottle has now been with me for a couple of years. I think 2 almost. Yeah, 2. And I absolutely love it. This is the Clean Canteen 800 milliliter or 27 ounces stainless steel water bottle. I used to have a bamboo cap with it, and now that I'm traveling, I chose a plastic one because it's way lighter than the bamboo one. While the bottle has, of course, heaps of scratches, it doesn't have too many dents. Can you see that? It only has a couple of dents on the bottom that are simply due to me, throwing it on the ground by accident. And aside from those small dents, it's in perfect condition. And I take it with me wherever I go. I always have it in my backpack, and it just resulted in me drinking heaps more water. Also use this at home, so I don't use glasses. I simply use the bottle at home. I also use this at work. I basically use it wherever I am, and I freaking love it. Now, this item is something that I don't have with me right now because I ran out, and it's just difficult to find depending on where you're living, and that's Nutritional Yeast. I use Nutritional Yeast on literally everything. I love it with popcorn, I love it with my pasta, I love it with lasagna. Nutritional Yeast is just amazing. If you've never had it, definitely give it a try. It's also rich in heaps of nutrients, and I absolutely love it. If you've never had it, go check it out. Next up is this small travel adapter. I showed this in a previous video that I did. I love it. It basically holds everything that you need, and everything is in one piece. That's why I love it so much. The downside is that it is quite bulky. Sometimes it hangs really awkwardly on the wall and sometimes it's not as secure. However, so far it's lasted me. I had it for almost 2 years, 1.5 years I believe, and I think it's fabulous. So if you travel frequently, then make sure that whatever you buy is one piece. I know that a couple years ago, these would come with a bunch of different pieces and I just find that really inconvenient. However, if you have everything in one piece, you can't really forget anything. And I've also seen that now there are adapters that are way smaller and way less bulky than this one. So you can get just one piece and that's literally all you need, no matter where you're gonna travel to. I wasn't sure whether to mention these or not. My headbands. I freaking love headbands. These are from Prana. I only have a black one and a blue one and I absolutely love it. I use these whenever I do yoga. I use these whenever I'm not too fond of my hair. I use these every single week. And they have loads of headbands that are made from organic cotton. They have headbands made out of various materials and I really, really love them. I've had those two for I think 1.5 years or so and they're holding up really, really well and I highly recommend them. Now that I'm traveling, I don't have my regular yoga mat. I usually use just a cheap one off Craigslist for $1 or $2. And because I'm traveling, I got a travel yoga mat. Well, I haven't rolled it up. This is literally just how I keep it whenever I'm using it. I just fold it up really randomly and then I just put it somewhere on the side so that I can quickly unfold it and use it. I freaking love it. It's perfect for traveling. It's made out of tree rubber and it has little belts so you can tie it together, and this is the only item that actually doesn't fit into my big backpack. So the yoga mat is something that I always carry with me. And it supposedly should last you for up to 5 years if you use it on a regular basis. Now regular, I mean, this is really dependent on usage. It will probably last you a long time. I've used it for I think 1.5 years now, and I've used it excessively for the past year, and I think it's fabulous. And it's definitely one of those things that make my life a lot easier, especially when traveling, because I wouldn't want to buy a yoga mat every week or two, and a big one would simply have been a pain to carry, and that's why I decided to go with a travel one. This is the last thing that I'll be sharing with you today. These are my Xero shoes. These are the Prios. I got them specifically, oh they're dirty. I got them specifically for the trip because my old Nikes, I believe, that I thrifted were falling apart. No, Adidas. Just a pair of Adidas. They were falling apart. So I got these because these and a pair of their sandals are the only shoes that I will be wearing all of 2018. So I decided I'm gonna go with something really comfortable. And I'm not sure if this is in focus. This is a close-up of what they look like. They wear really well. I'm really fond of them and they're hands down the most comfortable sneaker I've ever worn. They're also fairly lightweight, they're easy to clean, and the sole hasn't really worn off. With loads of sneakers, bear in mind I walk a lot, so with loads of sneakers the sole gets worn off very quickly whenever I wear them, and with these I don't have that issue. And now that they're walked in, they're incredibly comfortable. Now this was it. These were items that I found incredibly useful last year and that I of course will continue to use. I had heaps of fun making this video and sharing these items with you. I hope you're well and wish you a lovely day.